Venezuelan dignitaries, invited guests from the region, government officials and petroleum stakeholders were in attendance at the opening of APBEL's head office this morning. Venezuela and Belize have maintained good relations for a quarter of a century, and that relationship is giving the jewel a major financial boost where it needs it most.
This initiative to staff of PetroCaribe Belize offer the possibility to this company have this developed in activity in Belize and develop the relation to Venezuela and Belize, not only in relation to energy, also in other activity, economic and social activity, education, economy and commercial activity.
The agreement is for the direct sale by Venezuela to Belize of petroleum products, including diesel, gasoline, residual fuel oil, LPG, and crude oil and lubricants. And the sale is on concessionary financing terms. That is, the sales are actually at market price, since Venezuela can't sell for less under its OPEC obligations. But the terms on which Belize pays the market price for the products are highly concessionary. Thus, we do not pay the full price up front. A portion of each invoice evidencing our purchase of the different oil-related products is retained by Belize and treated by Venezuela as a long-term loan. While we eventually must repay that loan, we do so when the oil sells for the sort of price at which it is now trading over 25 years and at an interest rate of only 1%.
GOB only pays cash for 40% of the products it receives, which means that it has access to 60%. If that doesn't get your attention, there's this. Since 2012, the government of Belize has seen a bonanza of $103,613,556 US. That's more than $207 million in just 2 years to be used on projects which directly benefit Belizeans.
The Ministry of Finance is responsible for the money, as the Ministry of Finance is responsible for the entire Consolidated Revenue Fund of Belize. The PetroCaribe flows go to our account at the central bank and form part of the Consolidated Revenue Fund. Drawdowns from the PetroCaribe flows are a matter of record both at the central bank and at the Ministry of Finance. And the projects that are funded by the PetroCaribe flows are projects in relation to which work done is done by way of contracts that are crafted by the professionals when it comes to infrastructure in the Ministry of Works, and that go to the Contractor General for approval, so that it is entirely transparent and above board, and our partners who form part of the APBEL joint venture know exactly how the money is being disbursed.
Prime Minister Dean Barrow says that the 1% interest rate will remain stable and maintains that the only way this could get any better is if Venezuela gave us the money as a grant.
Ultimately, there can hardly be any downside to getting monies that you have to repay over 25 years at 1%. There is no way when you feed that into into the debt mix, you can come out at a disadvantage.
With the future of PetroCaribe funds looking so bright, the PM is pulling out his shades and is looking at revisiting the ominous and infamous super bond.
We may well have to look seriously at the possibility of a debt buyback with respect to the super bond. In other words, using PetroCaribe funds, 1% over 25 years, to buy back super bond debt, which will go up to what, 6 point whatever, almost 7%, is an option, is another arrow in our quiver.
When the initiative first started in Belize, petroleum products were supplied primarily to the south. In this remix, Puma Energy Belize is a big player, which ensures that PetroCaribe oil is supplied across the country. Mike Rodon for News 5.